This is going to be an awesome video. It's going to help a lot of people out. I'm excited to do it. The first and the nastiest of all the Doom Tower bosses. Let's get through how to beat him. If you do not have the champs, there is a way to beat the first one or two Nether spiders without having amazing support champs. How do you progress? How do you beat the hard ones? And the most amazing hero, in my opinion, on at least the funnest, the best way to cleanse. If you've got him, Grunch Killjoy, don't miss the end of this video. Don't miss any of it. We're going to get you through this Nether spider. Again, I appreciate everybody who's subbed. I'll appreciate any subs that you want to give me, and I love the likes, the comments, anything to get the algorithms moving. Much appreciated. Thank you guys. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, Fusebox here, and it's time to finally do this. The Doom Tower. The bosses, I'm getting a lot of questions on them, and you know, they're tricky. They're tricky. Let's look at how to beat these guys. We're gonna jump straight in. I'm starting with the Nether spider. The furthest one I'm on here, stage 60. So I'm gonna show you how to beat. If you're early game, don't expect to beat the Doom Tower. Let's start there. But I will show you how to get at least through the first one or two of the Nether spiders, even if you're early game, without the kind of team it takes to beat the harder one. Alright, so the Nether spider, the higher up you get, it becomes nasty, right? You want almost completely and exclusively to have support heroes. If you've got enough good ones, you can bring in somebody to do some actual damage. You want single target damage. You don't want to come in here and do an AoE. Now the AI is, when you do an AoE, those spiderlings get free counterattacks constantly, and it's just gonna wreck your show. So the AI does take that into account. Seal of the Drake's A2 is a AoE hit, and it's smart enough to not use that. She'll constantly just use her A1. Arbiter's A1 is safe. Everybody has a safe A1. I only have Elder Skargan here to do a little bit of damage, because basically you're going to bring all supports. We're going to get into, if you do not have a bunch of supports, how to beat this, at least on the earlier stages, without support champs. But this is once you start progressing. It doesn't have to be these champs. There are 100 good champs. Reliquary Tender is actually one of the best. I probably should put her in here, to be honest. But I'm able to afford trying to go for a faster team. But Reliquary Tender is amazing. Ugo is an amazing epic from the Ogren tribe. You've got Rector's Wrath. Anybody with good heals, Melga Stillgirdle, revives, heals, even Gear Grinder would do well in here. A good shielder can do well in here. There are tons of people who can put up good shields. I believe Valerie, you know, even rares, they can do this. But you do want a strong shield if you're going to bring a shield. You're going to want a cleanse. And now I'm going with a weak cleanse, but again, I'm doing this only for a faster time. Let's get this started. You probably would want somebody with a full-on cleanse to get rid of all those poisons, or enough heals to make it through those poisons. You're not able to block the poisons, so as much as I'd love to, when we get there, I'll take it off auto and we'll look over what this spider does, and then after this we'll go over how to beat this spider without these amazing champs. All right, and you don't have to use these amazing champs. You can change these out. Like I say, for a rare, Reliquary Tender, she does great here. Gear Grinder would help. Alright, let's take this off auto. Let's real quick look this spider over. She drops these spiderlings down, and they have tons of counterattacks. That's why you don't want to bring an AoE on your A1. Anybody that does that is going to bring the pain down on you. So this is just attacks all enemies, places the poison. You see poisons going out everywhere. She spawns them with counterattack. You know, if you kill them, she's just going to bring them right back. Counterattacks whenever an enemy decreases her turn meter. So you can decrease the turn meter, and you just don't want to bring a ton of it. You will pay the price, because she will counterattack. The damage inflicted is equal to the amount of turn meter lost. So you don't want to bring Cold Heart in here. You take 100% turn meter down, it's going to hurt. A little bit, like Seal of the Drakes has a chance of doing some. If you have the right masteries, you can do a little bit and survive through that, but you don't want to do it. You don't want to take that hard hit. She attacks all enemies at the start of each turn. Deals damage from all poisons, debuffs instantly. So basically, you're going to see all these poisons doing a lot of damage. That's why the shield and the heals and the cleanse are all super important. She's immune to stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, block, cooldown, skills, fear, true fear. Also immune to HP exchange effects, balancing effects, and cooldown increasing effects. So you're not going to be able to do much to this spider. Damage from skills that scale based on max HP cannot exceed 10% of the. They kind of nerfed that so you can't come in here and just nuke her down and kind of ignore the mechanics. And all turn meter reduction effects are decreased by 50% when used against the boss. So that's what you're up against. We're gonna hit auto. Because of all those poisons, that you're not gonna be able to avoid them. You're gonna have to pretty much. Somebody else that's really cool here, you can bring Grunch Killjoy. If you have Grunch Killjoy, he can turn every one of those poisons into a continuous heal. It's absolutely disgusting. We may have to show that, even if I don't have him leveled and maxed, but if he comes in and does that move one time, it would be worth seeing. So we may do that. This won't be a horrible long fight, other than I paused it there for a minute. It should already be dead, somewhere around 2.5 minutes or 2 minutes. But what we're doing is we're just outlasting and out healing these poisons. We have revivers on 2 of our heroes. It's great to have multiple cleanses. I'm dealing with just one because I do have a good enough setup here to get through the spider with a small cleanse. But again, I named a whole list of amazing heroes, and there are surely many that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head. Support champs, that's who you want. You want almost a full team of support champs. And don't worry about your time. You can worry about your time when you have a big roster and you pushed a long ways up. That's kind of the reason I'm able to bring like an Elder Scarg in here. Try to speed up the damage just a little bit. If he dies, he'll be revived, so I don't have to worry about it. So the first way to beat this guy, 100%, is to be able to outperform his poisons. Her poisons. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's bad. Let's say her. Seems like a mad mother to me. So you can see it's almost over. Sometimes this fight will get scary. You'll lose 2 or 3 heroes, but as long as you got the right heroes, they will keep reviving each other and protecting each other. And that should be about a 2.5 minute run, I think, if I wouldn't have paused it to show you each one of the spider's moves. So all support champs is your first way to beat this spider. If you're able to fit in one damage dealer and just one good damage dealer, you can get that same team could do this in about 2.5 minutes. All right, so a team full of great support champs is your first route. Let's look at I'll be right back on a different account, and we'll look at what you do if you don't have any support champs or very few. Okay, so now I'm on my littlest account, and I do not have all those super amazing support champs. I do have one, but I don't need her to show you what you can do. Just be sure to know that you're not going to be able to push all the way through Doom Tower if you're still progressing in the game. But you should be able to get some loot and get to your first couple of secret rooms to earn the rewards, try to get those new heroes. And, of course, you want to go as far as you can. How do you beat this Nether spider? Let's take her out. She's the only support champ I have. I actually just worked on a video about her. Now, so how do we beat this guy? Let's go by rank. The key that I found, again, taking single target heroes. What is it, if you're progressing, what is it that you do have that can help against the spiderling, or the spider? You've got clan boss heroes. And the special thing about clan boss heroes is you've got them in lifesteal gear. Single target lifesteal heroes are going to help you get through this so much easier than if you didn't have them. I would not really bring like an apothecary. He's going to do that random hit. You're going to get a lot of heat brought down on you. So basically just pick, we'll find us another single target attack champion. There we go. And this is one of my clan boss members, Bulwark. So is Frozen Banshee, so is Tayrell. Doesn't matter who you're using, whoever you're using, as long as they have a single target attack on their A1 and they have lifesteal gear on, they're going to do well. Now, I don't have lifesteal on these two. They may not make it through the whole fight. but we can actually just put this on auto and let it run right through. It again might start to look a little scary, but as long as your lifesteal equipped single target heroes, which if they don't have to be your clan boss hero, right? You can take any good single target hero and put them in some lifesteal gear. But you know, as always, it takes good gear for a champion to perform. So once you get here, it's pretty straightforward. You're just gonna beat the spiderling to death, and your only source of heals comes from hitting and proccing your lifesteal gear. That's really it. It does work. It could get you through the first spider pretty easy. The second spider, we'll see. That could get a little bit rough, I imagine. You might make it through the second spider if you've got strong heroes. Again, it looks scary. We're not bringing any revives. We're simply coming in and gonna just basically bash this spider and hope to get procs of War Master so that we heal up. And remember, those War Master procs are gonna make this a little RNG. Don't be scared to try this fight a couple of times. You're gonna have to get those procs to get big heals. Your regular hits are only gonna heal up so much. Tyrell himself, if he gets lucky with War Master hits, he'll be able to go right through this. And he's actually not being very lucky right now, but he's staying up there. It doesn't have to be quick, and it doesn't have to be pretty. Oh, right there, we really needed a proc. Now he healed up just enough. So you know, you want good gear. The harder they hit, the better off they're gonna be. And here we have just one defensive hero in lifesteal gear, basically gonna try to solo this spider. He had some help; they didn't all make it. I've ran this and they all survived, or most of them survived, and it went much quicker than 2 minutes. But you know, you're not worried about time, you're worried about living through this fight. So if you're trying to get through the first Nether spider, if you have good gear and good heroes, maybe the second, this is your next option. Just come in and try to push through, get your rewards. Maybe you're trying to make the armor set and you want the rewards for beating this spider 5 times. This is the easiest way for you to do it if you don't have amazing heroes. We're not done though. We're going to show you a mixture, a blend of the two. It definitely makes things work out a little bit better for you. So we did it. Probably, as long as you get through the waves, one good hero in lifesteal. I've had much better luck on most runs. Alright, so what else can we do? There's 2 things I want to show you. One, on the earlier stages, simply take one person out and add one of these heroes that have heals. She has an odd, Ugo's an amazing champ, but has like an odd ability to revive. It's not something you can count on, but she does have a cleanse. Adding one support hero, if that's all you got, to people in lifesteal. And honestly, I don't really know why I would even bring him. I think I actually would prefer this. This shouldn't take a couple minutes, and then we're going to do one really cool trick. If you have one special hero, I do want to see if we can make, I don't know, he's not built out, but I would love to show you what Grunch Killjoy can do on this stage. Absolutely amazing. If you've got him, you can not only beat the stage much easier, but it's super fun. So we're going to go ahead and try that. I haven't checked, I believe his A1 is a single target, which means that he should work out just great. But basically, we're just crash through the waves. This will probably be a little bit faster because we have one support champ, and that's really what we need. Somebody that can keep us alive. Also, Ugo brings a leech on a single target hit on her A1. If she lands leech on that spider, we're getting much more healing than just the lifesteal gear. So that's absolutely amazing. So here we go. Same exact team with one support champ, and hopefully you do have one support champ. Remember, somebody like Apothecary is not a great idea. He's going to cause all of those counterattacks to go off, and then you're going to be dealing with these spiderlings, and you just really do not want to be AoEing, so you want single target attacks. So here we go. We landed leech. That's good. Now we're not having to rely just on lifesteal gear to heal up. You see we're healing pretty well. And it's just the same thing as last time, only a little bit safer, a little bit easier. So one good support champ with a bunch of lifesteal single target damage dealers. You may have legendary single target dealers that do amazing damage. Put them in lifesteal and just wreck this spider. So we're back to the same thing. I tell you what, we know this is going to work out even better than last time because we have Leech on our side. All right, for the grand finale, I want to show you a hero that, because of this, I probably will go ahead and max out. He's 440. He's in horrible gear. I just put some immortal gear on him, so hopefully he stays alive. He's unbooked. Booking him out makes this one move go down to a 4-turn cooldown instead of a 6. This is worth watching. So let's get in here. What I'll do is I want to make sure he's ready to go. Let me take this off of auto. I'm gonna just crush through these waves, and then I'll be right back and we'll show you what he does. Okay, here we are. We're on the spider. Everything's coming down. We've got all these poisons on us. By the way, you can just power through this. If you're early at the earlier stages, you can. I've got Septimus and Nogdar, and I'm just an amazing team. You could just power through this, but what we're gonna do, let's just A1. We'll get around to our Killjoy, and you see all these poisons. Everything is looking nasty right now, right? This move right here removes all debuffs and turns them into continuous heals. Come on. Is this not the best champ, period, for this spider? I mean, that's just too cool. We can go ahead and wreck this guy here. We'll just hit auto. Absolutely amazing, right? For a cleanse, it's better than a cleanse. What do we got? Five continuous heals on us. Just, it turns them all. Now, you'd want him to be fast. This guy is a 440 in literally level 8 gear. You'd want him to be booked. But that's the best cleanse there is. Just come in here and absolutely turn everything into a continuous heal. So I wanted to make sure that everybody saw that. Super cool. So when it comes to beating the Nether Spider, you can push through 1 or 2 with good champs, good lifesteal gear. Every support hero you have adds to that team, makes it safer, makes it stronger. Grunch Killjoy, I want just a big shout out to him. So that's it, guys. I hope this helps you out. Now you know what you can do early game and how to progress further, because the Doom Tower is designed for end game. It's designed to give you something to continue growing on. So as you grow, this might help you choose who you want to take up to level 60. I would say go ahead and continue progressing first, because gear makes every champion perform the way you want them to. So if you're progressing, continue progressing, make the champs you need. But a lot of these champs are great for progression too. And if you got Grunch Killjoy and you just want to have some real absolute fun, he can do that on the dragon. Anywhere where you take a load of debuffs, he just turns them into a bunch of continuous heals. It's super cool. Super fun to watch. It's the most amazing cleanse for that particular spider. That's it. Until next time, guys, enjoy the grind.